Okay, guys, welcome back to another session. Today, we are going to see the CICD project. Okay, so whatever the tools and AWS services which we discussed, right? We'll be putting them all together and we'll be trying to set up one complete end-to-end CICD project today. All right. Now, first of all, let me explain you the agenda of this project, what we are exactly trying to do. Then the prerequisites, what we need to set up first, the lab setup, then how we can configure the CI/CD pipeline. All right. The agenda of this project is to take the developer code. We have, let's assume that we have few developers like this. These developers are pushing the code into GitHub. Okay. So from GitHub, we'll be having one Jenkins server, one EC2 machine in which Jenkins will be running. Okay. So this is our Jenkins server. In this Jenkins server, we will also have Maven. Okay, Maven build tool. So we are going to take Java source code. We are going to compile it, convert it into a executable format of file called as war file. Okay, which is a web application file. Okay, web archive. That war file we are going to pass on to Maven once again for unit testing. The code will be performed unit testing by Maven. Then we will pass that war file to Sonarqube also. Okay, so we will have one more EC2 instance. Okay, one more EC2 instance will be there, in which, let me open the document first. Okay, we'll be having one more EC2 instance in which Sonarqube will be there. Now, what is Sonarqube? Did we discuss Sonarqube yet? No, right? Sonarqube, we are not going to discuss anything. Sonarqube is a code quality analysis tool using which we can perform code analysis. Okay. Now, in this Sonarqube, using this Sonarqube, we are going to check the code if there are any bugs, okay, or there are any issues in the code, if the code can be developed much more, okay, so that we can make our code more secure from hacking and all. Okay, so Sonarqube is a tool which will help us to perform code analysis. It will check the code coverage and it will give us a report. That report will be provided to the developer team, and the development team will improve the source code much more. They will make it more secure. Okay. Now, after Sonarqube, once the source code is completely scanned and once the report is generated, we are going to deploy the artifact into one server. Okay, we are going to deploy the artifact. So let me first connect this pipeline. After Jenkins, we will have, what is this? Okay, so from Jenkins, we are going to send the code to Sonarqube. Okay, after that, once the Sonarqube stage is completed, we are going to take one more server, one more EC2 instance, and in that EC2 instance, we are going to set up Tomcat. Okay, what is Tomcat? What is Tomcat? Tomcat is nothing but it is a Java web application server. Whenever you have any jar file or war file, if you want to set up a proper website kind of thing, if you want to run that war file, you need one application server. Tomcat is that application. Okay, alternative to Tomcat, we have JBoss, we have Wildfly. Okay, all these are different applications. So we will take the code once again, the war file, we will take it, and that war file we are going to deploy into Tomcat. Okay, got it right? This is the process. Between this thing, between Sonarqube and between Tomcat, we have one more stage called artifact. Okay, artifact tree. So we are going to use AWS S3. We are going to use AWS S3 and we are going to publish or promote our package to S3 bucket. Okay, so between these two, we have AWS S3 also. Let me adjust this. Okay, so this is our S3 bucket. Inside this S3 bucket, we are going to push our package. Okay, push our package to S3 bucket. Got it right? So let me place it here. Then this is how we do it. Okay, this is the end-to-end CI/CD pipeline which we are going to do. We are going to take the code which is developed by developers, which is stored under GitHub. We are going to pull it from Jenkins. Jenkins is going to use Maven for build process. Then it is going to use Maven for unit testing. Once unit testing is completed, we are going to send the code to Sonarqube for code coverage and code analysis. Once this Sonarqube code analysis report is generated, we are going to take the war file. We are going to push the war file to S3 bucket. Once this stage is completed, finally, the final stage is sending the artifact to Tomcat server where our website will be up. We'll be trying to access our website using the Tomcat server's public IP. Okay, this is the agenda. Anyone has any questions so far? Please ask. All right, so this is some sample pipeline which we can discard it. This is Terraform script. Okay, I'm going to choose Microsoft Visual Studio Online for writing this pipeline. Okay, so before we do this, first we need to set up the lab. I have prepared a high-level document. This document is still in development stage. The artifact stage has to be updated. I'm updating the steps and commands and all. By today end of the day, I'll complete it and I'll upload it in the Google Drive. Okay. This one, wherever you see blue color, these are bookmarks. Okay. Also, the icons are also bookmarks. Just press Control key and click on this blue color link. This will take you to that page. Okay. Also, just press Control key, click on icon. This will take you to that page. Okay. So this is just for making your work easy. I have prepared this high level document. Follow these steps. It will help you to set up the lab easily. Okay. So we will need 3 instances, one for Jenkins, one for Tomcat, one for Sonarqube. Obviously S3 is a service, so we don't need any instance. So shall we go ahead and launch 3 instances? I'm going to choose AWS Singapore region for launching 3 instances. Okay. So first I'm going to launch Jenkins instance. Let's set up Jenkins first quickly. Okay. This is Jenkins server. Okay. Jenkins server, I'm going to choose Ubuntu operating system and I will be selecting Ubuntu 22.04 LTS. If you want, you can select 20.04 also, that will also work. T2 micro is no longer supported for Jenkins. Jenkins requires at least 2 GB of RAM. So we will choose T2 small. Okay. T2 small or T2 small above. Okay. So either you can choose small or you can choose medium or anything. Remember, T2 small is not free. It is going to generate some cost. Okay, let me select the PEM file. Security group, I'll select any existing security group because I will try to save some time. 8 GB is enough. Launch the instance. Instance is getting launched. Let's go ahead, log in into that machine, set up Jenkins first. Okay. For setting up the Jenkins, I'm going to go to the official website or else I can follow my own document. Okay, all the commands I have given here. Remember, all the commands I have highlighted as a object. You cannot copy the command directly here. Okay, you need to double click. One separate document will open. Copy the command from there. This is just to make the document more easier, so that nobody can change the commands here and there. So that's why I have made them as objects. Okay, the commands and all. All right. Now let's connect it to the machine first. This is Jenkins server. Let me take the public IP. Ubuntu. I'm going to choose the PEM file. This is in Singapore. So Singapore PEM file I have used. Go to the root account. This is a Ubuntu machine. So in Ubuntu, the yum commands will not work. You guys already know that. So first update the machine, apt-get update -y. This will download the packages and it will install it. Meanwhile, this is getting updated. Let's save some time by launching another instance for Tomcat. Okay. So launch one more instance. This is going to be our Tomcat server. Tomcat Amazon Linux I'm choosing. T2 micro is enough. Select the key pair, select the security group, and launch it. Okay. Okay, now this instance is also running in the backend. Meanwhile, our Jenkins server is up to date now. Let's install Java. Okay, for the Java command, I'm going to go to the official website. And I'm going to run this command. Done. Now Java is getting downloaded and it is getting installed. Remember, we are installing Java 11. Okay, I have already mentioned in this document, Java 11 we are installing. Okay, all these steps we have already discussed in the Jenkins class, but just to refresh once again and to give you the complete picture, I'm doing it from scratch. Okay, Java is installed. Let's verify that. You can see Java version 11.0.19. Okay, now we are going to set up the Java variable, Java underscore home, and we need to give the Java path. If you want to get the Java path, you have to run the command update alternatives, update -alternatives -config Java. Okay, now we have one moment. Okay, we have given this command and you can see here, this is the path where Java is installed. Okay, so copy this, keep it in a notepad. Okay, keep it in a notepad because we are going to use this path in the Jenkins configuration. Okay, global tool configuration. So we are going to need this once again. So now set up the variable Java underscore home equal to the path. Done. Now add this variable to path file, $path Java underscore home. Okay, we have added the Java underscore home to the path file also. Export both the variables so that both become, both come into effect. Okay, Java underscore home and path variable, both are exported. Let's verify once again the Java is working properly or not. Yes, Java is working properly. Okay, now let's move on to the next part, that is downloading the
Ravi, 1 second. What is that? Java already we were getting that Java version
Mhm.
earlier.
Yes.
Again, you set up Java home. So what was the difference?
The difference is basically we are giving this path. Okay, we are creating one variable. The reason for creating this variable is Jenkins is going to use this variable for compilation of Java code. Okay, see, this is the location where Java is installed, right? So we are going to go to the Jenkins global tool configuration and tell Jenkins that this is the path where Java is installed. Okay, so that whenever Jenkins requires Java, that Jenkins will take it from this location. Okay, for this
Now
this
where
this whole
now
path I have registered as one single name called as Java underscore home. Yeah, go ahead.
so Java also installed in that path only, right? Earlier.
Yes.
But again, you are setting up Java home. That's my question because already there
Hmm.
in that location. So
Every
you are
time
just
every time I cannot type this whole path, right? I cannot remember this whole path. I have a lot of things to remember, right? So instead of writing this whole thing again and again, I'm just giving one
okay.
small name to it. So that from the next time onwards, whenever I try to print this variable, that is going to give me the path. Okay.
Got
So
it.
instead of remembering this whole thing, because I have a lot of things to remember, right? See this whole document. So that's why
Got it.
I'm registering as one variable.
Do we need to set up environment variable as well? You
Uh,
mean that path
this
to Java?
this
Yeah.
variable is enough. This is a global variable. This will work in this server in whichever location you go. And if you run this command, this is going to give you the Java path. Okay.
Okay.
Uh,
Even we can execute with this one, right? We can
yeah.
execute Java
Yeah.
programs with this.
Correct.
Okay.
Yes. I hope that is clear. I'm moving on to the next part, that is downloading the
Okay.
Jenkins package.
Okay.
Okay. Now I'm downloading the Jenkins key. Key has been downloaded. Now I'm going to download the Jenkins package. Just following the document, official document I'm following. I'm not doing anything new here. Update the package repository once again because you downloaded Jenkins package, right? Update it once again. Okay, updated. Yes. Now it's time to install Jenkins. Okay, Jenkins is getting installed. Meanwhile, let's jump into Maven official website so that we will configure Maven. Okay, this is Maven's official website. Here we will have one tar file. Okay, copy the link. Why we are copying the link? So that we can download the Maven package, we can install it. Okay. We need to wait for a few seconds because Jenkins is getting installed. Okay, it is taking more time than we expected. Okay, done. Jenkins has been installed. Let's verify the service. Jenkins is active. It is up and running. On which port? What is the default port of Jenkins? The default port is 80. Okay. You can check the official website also. That is the official, the Jenkins default port. I have already mentioned in the document here. Okay. All the tools documents, all the port numbers of the tools I have mentioned in the red color. Okay. All right. Now let's access the Jenkins page because Jenkins will download some plugins and all right. So that will take some time. So let's do that first. IP address followed by 8080. If you are unable to access Jenkins, then that means you haven't opened the 8080 port on the security group. Okay, let's verify the security group once. Do we have 8080 port? No. So go to security group, click on inbound, edit inbound rules, add rule 8080 anywhere. This is for Jenkins. Okay, save it. Now we should be able to access Jenkins easily. Opened. Now The initial password will be under this file. Use cat command to get that password. Paste it here. Okay. Install the suggested plugins. Okay. Click on this. The default plugins, the suggested plugins will be downloaded and it will be installed. This is going to take some time. Simultaneously, we will go ahead and we will set up Maven. This will save some time. Okay. So let's go to the official website of Maven. Copy the tar file link. I'm going to set up Maven under /opt directory. Okay. This is the location I prefer. You can choose any location wherever you want. Okay. So mkdir Maven directory. Go to that location. Download that package. Duplicate command. Package has been downloaded. You can see the response is 200. 200 means what? HTTP request 200 means we have successfully connected to that website. Okay. Package has been downloaded. If you want to verify, do ll command. You can see the package has been downloaded. Let's extract this. Okay. How to extract a tar file? tar-xvzf, the package name. Okay, the package has been extracted. Am I right? Let's verify that. This is the output of the extraction. The directory name is little bit big, so I will rename it with a simple name so that I can type it easily. Okay, I have renamed the directory. In this directory, the Maven configuration files are there. Okay, Maven is a very small tool with respect to its sites. We don't need to install anything. We need to just set up the variable. We need to start using it. Okay, it's a plugin and plug. Sorry, Maven is a plugin and play software. Okay, just download it, set up the variable, use it. There is no need of installation and all. Okay, so I'm going to set up the first variable m2 underscore home. Okay, just like java underscore home, we are going to set up this m2 underscore home /opt maven directory. Okay, under Maven directory, we have one more Maven. So I'm giving the complete path, the extracted directory of Maven here. All right, done. Hit enter. This is variable number 1. Maven requires 2 variables, m2. Okay, so one more variable we need to add. Under the Maven directory, there will be one directory called bin directory. So we need to set up this second variable also. The same process what we did for Java, we have to do the same thing here also. Add both the variables to path once again. First of all, we need to give the existing variables, otherwise the old one will be removed. Okay, so existing one I'm adding. In addition to the existing one, now I'm going to add the new one. There should not be any spelling mistakes. So take your time and type it slowly. Okay. All right. I have added the variables to the path file. Now I'm going to export it. Okay. Export m2 underscore home, m2 variable and path variable. Let's verify Maven is working or not. Yes, we have successfully set up Maven. You can see here Apache Maven 3.9.3. That is the latest version. This is the path where Maven is set up and it is using Java from this location. Okay. All right. Remember this path. We are going to use this path. We are going to use this path in the Jenkins. Okay. So let me save this in a notepad. I hope Jenkins is updated. Let's go and check. Yes, Jenkins is updated with the plugins. I'm going to continue as admin now. Okay, Jenkins has been launched. The first thing what we need to do is we need to change the password. Okay, the default password should not be used. So let me change it with a password which I like. Okay, password has been changed. Log in once again. Okay, log in once again. Now it's time to create our first job and let's verify whether all the settings are working properly or not. Before we do that, we need to add Java and Maven variable. Go to Manage Jenkins, go to Tools, okay, go to Tools. Here, we need to add Java variable, okay, add JDK, give the variable which you created in the server and give the path. This is the reason I saved this path in the notepad, okay, give it here. Come down, you will get this warning or red color notification. You can ignore this, not a problem. Come down slowly, click on Maven. Same thing, m2_home, uncheck this option, give the path. What are the path you have given? Give this path here. Okay, apply, save it. Now, in the Jenkins wants to connect it to GitHub in order to download the code. Am I right? So for this reason, we have to install Git also. This is Ubuntu, right? So apt-get install git-y. Okay, Git is installed. Let's verify that. Yes. So now Jenkins can connect to GitHub. It can download the code using the git clone command, right? Let's test it out. Okay, let's test it out. I'm going to create one sample job. Okay, I'm going to create one sample job, pipeline script. Okay, or yeah, let's make you CICD project. Okay, I'll give this name. Select pipeline. Or else let's do one thing. Let's just create a Maven job. Let me install one plugin, Maven integration. Let's start with Maven job, then we'll create pipeline job. Okay, we'll go slowly. Click on new item. Okay, the plugin is not yet installed. Yes, now the plugin is installed. In order to get this option, you have to install a plugin called Maven integration. Okay, let me create first job. Okay, first job. Maven, click on OK. Source code management. We need to give the GitHub repository URL. So let me take GitHub account, go to GitHub account, take the GitHub URL. Okay, I'm going to take, let me take this. This is the project which we are going to build. Okay, a website. Okay, a shopping website. Take this code, copy this URL, give it here. Okay, this is a public repository, so we don't need to give any credentials. But if it is a private repository, we need to add the credentials. Okay, come down. Our code is in the master branch, I hope. Yeah, it's in the main branch. So let me give main here. Main. Okay, come down. Build package. Okay, what are the command we have to give for Maven? Clean package command I'm going to give so that it will build the code. Okay, apply and save it. Let's run the job and see everything is working properly or not. This is just for testing purpose. All the settings what we have done, Java, Maven and all, it is working properly or not. For this reason, I'm creating this job. This is not the actual job. Okay, remember this. Okay, let's wait and see. Okay, Maven is downloading the required files and plugins and all. Whatever we have done so far, it is going good. All right. So the job is successful. We have successfully generated one var file. Okay, using Maven job, but we are not creating Maven job. We are creating a CI/CD pipeline job using declarative pipeline. Okay, so we need to start writing the script now. Okay, we need to do the same thing using a script. Open your Visual Studio, and from here we'll start our pipeline. Okay, first of all, pipeline block I'm opening. Okay, please stop me anywhere, wherever you get any doubt in this script. Okay, this script is very important if you want to understand this project. Okay, after writing the pipeline block, the the first thing we need to mention is agent, where you want to run this job, whether you want to run it on master, whether you want to run it on Jenkins slave. Do we have any slave now? No, right? So we will run it on master only. Okay. After writing this, we are going to write the stages. Okay, stages. Okay. Stages, we are going to write it. The first stage I'm going to create is checking the code, pulling the code from GitHub. Okay. So checking out the code from GitHub. Okay. Open the block. In this block, we are going to write some script. Okay. So I'm going to write it as steps. Okay. Steps. And under the steps, we are going to write the branch detail first. Git branch. Our branch is main branch where the code is there. Main branch. Okay. The next thing what we are going to write is URL, the URL of our repository. Keep it in inverted commas. So take the URL once again. Keep it in the script. Okay. Our first stage is ready. We are asking Jenkins to connect it to this URL and go to the main branch. You can see here main branch, and we are asking Jenkins to download the code. This will download the code. That's it. Okay, nothing else it is going to do. Now I'm going to add one more stage for compiling the code, building the code. Okay, shall we do that? Let's do it by using one more stage. I'm going to add it. This is going to compile the code. Okay, compile the code. Before compiling the code, if you want to perform unit testing, you can do it. After the compiling the code also, you can do unit testing using Maven command, Maven clean test. That is a command to perform unit testing. Okay. Okay, let's compile the code now. These steps will not work. We need to give Maven commands here. So I'm going to use sh. Okay, sh. Where Maven is installed, I'm going to show you two methods. Observe here. This is the location where Maven file is there. You can see here. This is the location where Maven file is there. You can take Maven from this path and you can mention it here. Okay, MVN clean package. Maven will be picked up. Jenkins will pick up the Maven from this path and it will run the Maven goals, clean package goal. It will compile the code and it will generate one artifact. Okay. Shall we do this? Let's do this first. Let's see whether this will pass or not. Copy the code. Click on new item. Pipeline script. Pipeline job. Click on OK. Click on pipeline. Paste the code here. Apply. Okay. Once you click on apply, just go up above and check if you are getting any cross marks here. Okay. Sometimes we will get cross marks. See here, like this. So if you see cross mark, keep your cursor here. Jenkins will tell you some suggested solution. Okay, it is telling that it is expecting bracket, closed bracket, somewhere closed bracket is missing. Here I deleted it, so let me add it here. So you should not get any cross marks. So make sure that cross marks are not there. Apply it. Let's try to build this job now. Okay, build now. Okay, the job failed. Let's see the console output. What it is saying. It is saying that no such DSL method called as pipeline. Okay, see here, nobody told me. Nobody's observing, I guess. This is a spelling mistake, right? So let me correct that spelling mistake. Done. Apply it once again. Run the job again. One more error. Let's see the console output. What it is saying, missing required parameter URL. Okay, something is missing. Let's check the code once again, guys. What it is missing. Yeah, one comma is missing here. Okay. These are all typo mistakes, syntax errors. We need to see the error. Based on the error, we need to troubleshoot. Okay. We will get this kind of issues based on the error only. We need to troubleshoot. Okay. Let me build it once again. Now the job started. Jenkins is connecting to GitHub. It is going to download the code. Yes, code has been downloaded. Now Maven is building the code. Okay. Jenkins is using the Maven tool and it is building the code. Let's wait and see. Yes, Maven has built the code. Job has passed. Let's check the console output. You can see here var file has been generated. The job finished with success message. Okay. Now, the point which I want to mention here is we have already set up Maven variable. Okay. So either you can use the Maven variable or you can directly call Maven from this path. It's up to you. But every time you need to give this path wherever you want to run Maven commands. That is not an easy thing, right? I mean, every time you're going to write this one it is going to increase the syntax of your code. Okay. So for this reason, we are going to add variables, global variables. We are going to call the variables here. For this reason, I'm going to add one stage called tools stage. Okay, tools. Open the tools block. Here we are going to use Maven tool. What is the Maven variable we added? M2 underscore home in caps. Okay. And JDK Java. What is the Java variable? Java underscore home. Am I right or wrong? These are the variables that we created. So we are going to tell Jenkins that Jenkins use these two variables for Maven and Java. From now onwards, we don't need to give the complete path here. Wherever Maven commands are there, just give Maven itself. You don't need to give the complete MVN. Okay, the Maven path here like this. We don't need to give this whole thing. We don't need to give it. Okay. See, we are trying to we can write the code in any format. Okay, it's up to you. But writing it in a more expertized way will be suggested. Okay, try to write it in a more expertized way. Code has been compiled and we are going to proceed on to the next stage. Before compiling the code and before generating the artifact, I will proceed on to add one unit testing. Okay, unit testing stage. I'm going to add it. So change the name of the stage, performing unit testing. Okay. We are going to use Maven tool for performing the testing part, MVN clean test. Okay. So Maven will perform testing, then it will compile the code to generate the artifact. Shall we test this code? Let's check out this code first. Copy this code, paste it in the Jenkins, click on apply, check if there are any cross marks. No cross marks, looking good. Build the job once again. Now, okay, we are getting some error. Let's see the console output and see. Let's try to fix the error. Okay, what is the error? Same thing. Okay, we are repeating the same thing again and again. Fix it here first. All right. Build once again. Pipeline has been started. First, Jenkins has taken the tools Java variable, Maven variable. Then it has connected to GitHub to download the code. Now it is performing unit testing using Maven tool. Then it is compiling the code in order to generate the artifact. Okay, total 4 stages we have done successfully. Go to the console output. Check the unit testing stage. Okay, here it is. Unit testing stage is here. We are going to see, observe here. Maven is performing unit testing. And if there are any failures or any errors, it will give the report here. Based on this report, we can share this report to developer team. If there are any failures or errors, they will try to fix it out. Okay. So Maven test is completed, unit testing. Now clean package. Maven is going to build the code in order to generate the artifact.
Hello, hello. Sir, your voice seems to be not audible.
Hello, Ravi, you were not audible, right?
Uh, is my voice coming good now? Any disturbance?
No, sir, now it is good.
No,
Is my voice breaking earlier?
There was a break earlier. It was
Okay.
completely null. Now it is okay, sir.
Okay. What was the last part you listened?
yeah,
Okay.
one
Did you?
minute.
Okay. All right. So what I'm trying to say here is, instead of mvn clean package, I'm going to use mvn clean install. The reason is the mvn clean install is the next one after the clean package command. Okay, after the clean package, the next stage of Maven. If you see the Maven life cycle, if you see the Maven life cycle, after the package, we are getting install stage. Okay, I'm going to install the package in the Jenkins server itself to check the war file is generated properly. Okay, if this stage passes, then it is a confirmation that there is no issue with our war file. Our war file is properly working good. Okay, so I'm going to, instead of using mvn clean package, I'm going to prefer mvn clean install. Okay, that is a command which I'm going to mention here. Okay, all right. The next stage, what is the next stage we have? We can perform um, we can perform Sonarqube analysis, right? That is what we discussed, right? Yes, we can perform Sonarqube code quality analysis. So let me add the stage here for Sonarqube. Okay, let me write some Sonarqube code analysis. Do we have Sonarqube server? No, right? We don't have Sonarqube server. Let's launch Sonarqube server and let's set it up. Okay, Sonarqube configuration is having some steps. You can follow this documentation and you can set it up. Okay, these are the steps. Okay, all right. Now I'm going to launch one instance. Sonarqube requires a T2 medium. Okay, so try to launch T2 medium server. I have written here T2 medium because 2 GB of RAM is required for Sonarqube. Okay, so launch instance. I'm going to give one name here, Sonarqube. Amazon Linux, take T2 medium, okay? 2 GB, 4 GB of RAM, 2 CPU processor. Key pair, I'll select this one. Security group, I'll select the existing security group, okay? Not this one, okay? 8 GB is enough. Launch this instance, log in into this machine, and follow the steps, okay? Okay, now the instance is getting launched. Once it is launched, let's connect to that machine. Remember one point, Sonarqube requires Java 17. Okay, if you install Java 11 or Java 1.8 version, it is not going to support. Sonarqube requires Java 17 version. Okay. Okay, now the machine is up. Let's connect it to this machine. Session SSH EC2-user because it's Amazon Linux. Okay, our instance is up and running. Go to the root account, update the machine first. Yum update -y. If there are any updates will be downloaded. For your reference, I'm going to rename this tab to Sonarqube server. I'll keep the color as green. This is our Jenkins server to avoid any confusion. Okay. In the Sonarqube server, first we need to download and install Java. Okay. I'm going to take the command from here. This is a command to install Java 17. Copy the command, paste it here. Java will be downloaded and it will be installed. If you get this error, remove this -y, type it once again. Okay. Go to this website where Sonarqube will be present. Okay. Remember, Sonarqube has both commercial version as well as community version. Community means open source. Okay. In this website, on the left side, you can see download option is there. You need to come down and you need to download this package. Okay. Unix. We are trying to install in Unix, right? Linux server. So copy this URL. Copy this URL. And in the Sonarqube server, we are going to install it. Okay, download it and install it. Before that, let's verify Java 17 is present or not. Yes, Java 17 is present in the Sonarqube server. I'm going to create one directory for Sonarqube. I don't want to install here and there. So let me go to OPT. Here, I'll try to make one directory for Sonarqube. Let me keep it as this much. Okay, go to this directory. In this directory, I'll download the package. Okay, but before doing that, Sonarqube does not prefer root account. Okay, whenever you run Sonar commands, whenever you start the Sonar service, it is suggested that we should do it in a separate service account, not in root account. Okay, for this reason, I'm going to create one account for Sonar. Okay, I'm going to set up password for it. Okay, set up a password for this Sonar account. Okay, we are going to use this user account, Sonar user account, for starting and stopping the Sonar service. Okay, if you want, you can give the sudo access also for this user account. Okay, so let me give sudo access also. Not compulsory, but if you want, you can give it. Okay, so Sonar, copy and paste this one. Give no password here. Why do we give no password here? Because whenever we run any run any sudo commands, password should not be asked. Okay, remember, when you In the latest Amazon Linux operating system, whenever you open vi sudo, whenever you run vi sudo command to edit the sudoers file, the file is getting opened in Nano Editor. Okay, in Nano Editor, if you want to add the data, once added, right? Once data is added, if you want to save the content, you have to use Control O. You can see here, Control O. So use Control O, then Control X to save and exit. Okay, so I'm going to use Control O to save the file. It is asking which name you want to save the file. Okay, it is creating a separate file. I don't want to create a separate file. I want to edit the existing file. So I'm going to remove this extension. Enter. It is asking, are you sure you want to save this file? Yes. Give Y here. It is asking, the file is already present. Do you want to overwrite? Yes, I want to overwrite. Done. File has been saved. Now it's time to come out. Use Control X. Okay, file has been saved. Now the user account is having sudo access also. Now in this location, we are going to download the package. So go to the website, take the URL, download the website, download the package. Package has been, sorry, this is a wrong URL, right? This is something else. One moment. Yeah, correct only, I guess. One moment, guys. I think this is a wrong URL. Let me double check once again. Sonarqube download. Yeah, this is the one. Okay, this is the website. Take the community edition. The previous one is a wrong URL. I'll remove this one. Okay. Click on download for free. One file will be downloaded. Okay. Yeah, see here, the file is getting downloaded. I don't want to download in my laptop, so I will just take this URL and run it here. wget, paste the URL. Okay. Remember one thing, this unwanted things will come up. You have to just paste it until here only. Okay, remove the unwanted content and all. Just remove this unwanted content and give until here. Okay, we are downloading Sonarqube 10.1.0. Okay, I'm going to share this URL in the chat box. If you want to make a note of it, you can do this. I'll update the document also for safer side. Okay, updated the document as well. Also, I'll upload this website URL also here. Right, done. Now let's run this command. What you're getting, response is 200, which means we have successfully connected to the website. Package has been downloaded. You can see here. Remove this unwanted package, which I downloaded earlier. Okay. Now we have the correct package, Sonarqube 10.1.0. It's time to unzip this. This is not a tar file. This is a zip file. So use unzip the file name. File is getting downloaded. Let's wait. Sorry, file is getting extracted. File has been extracted. This is the output. The file name is a little bit lengthy, right? Let me rename this. I'll rename it as Sonar. Okay. Who is the owner of this directory? Root account. Okay, this should not happen. Okay, Sonar does not prefer root account. Change the ownership. We created one user account, right? Give the ownership to that user account. Sonar, group also Sonar, the directory is also Sonar. So from root account, I have changed the ownership to this user account. Clear so far? Go to this directory. CD. Okay. directory we went, do ls, you will find a lot of things will be there. Now it's time to start the Sonar service. Okay, it's time to start the Sonar service. Go to Sonar account, switch user. You can see here from root, we have switched to Sonar account. Go to this location called bin. In this directory, there will be directory called Linux. Go to that Linux directory, cd Linux. Here, one file will be there. This is the Sonar script. Okay, remember one thing, Sonar is the owner of this file. We have to run the command in Sonar account only. So sh, the script name. Okay, sh script name start. Done. Save it. That's it. Sonarqube has been started. What is the IP? What is the port number of Sonarqube? The default port number is 9000. Okay, so go to security groups and add that port number in the inbound rules. Okay, edit inbound rules, add rule 9000 anywhere. This is for Sonarqube. Save it. Sonarqube has been, the port has been opened. Let's try to access it. Take the public IP, open up a new tab, 9000. Let's wait and see. Launching. Sonarqube is getting launched. Okay, this is taking some time. Meanwhile, go to the Jenkins. Go to the manage Jenkins. We need to install one plugin. Okay, go to plugins, go to available plugins, type Sonarqube. Okay, this plugin we need to install in order to make Jenkins to connect to Sonarqube. If you want to make Jenkins to connect to Sonarqube, you need to install that plugin. Okay, so let's do that. Select this, install without restart. Plugin will be downloaded and it will be installed. Okay, meanwhile, our Sonarqube is also launched. The default username password is admin and admin. Okay, this is the default username and password. Change the password. The default password should be changed. I'm changing the default password. Click on update. Okay, Sonarqube has been launched successfully. Okay, now we will take this URL. We will keep it in a notepad. We are going to need it for the next part. Okay. Okay, plugin has been installed, I guess. Let's see. Yeah, plugin. I hope plugin is installed. Now it's time to add the Sonarqube with the Jenkins. Go to manage Jenkins. Go to system here. The first one, system. Go to system and slowly come down. Slowly come down. You will find something called Sonarqube servers. Okay, here. Click on add. We need to give one name. Okay, what name shall we give? Let's give Sonarqube server, something like this I'll give. Okay, URL. I told you, right, we'll need URL. That's why I'm going to take this one and I'll keep it here. Remember, this is a public IP. Okay, if your instance restarts, this IP will change. All right, I will do one thing. I'll take private IP because both are in the same environment, right? Or else, yeah, let's keep it, not a problem. Jenkins has to connect it to Sonarqube and it has to authenticate, and then it has to use Sonarqube for the code coverage, code analysis, right? Now what we need to do is we need to provide Jenkins one authentication. Using that authentication only, the token, using that token only, Jenkins will connect it to the Sonarqube in order to perform the code analysis. So for doing this, I'm going to go to Sonarqube. I will click on my account. Okay, I will click on security and I will generate one token here. Okay, shall we generate one token? I'll give sonar-token. Okay, I'll take a global analysis token, 30 days expiry. Click on generate. copy this token, keep it in a notepad. Okay. Remember, this is a very important data. Do not share this to anyone. Okay. In real time when you're working in project in company. Okay. Now let's go to Jenkins. Here the token needs to be added. For this, I'm going to duplicate the page. I'm going to go back to dashboard. Go back to dashboard. Go to manage Jenkins. Come down. There will be something called credentials. Okay. Click on credentials. And now here we need to click on global. Here we need to click on add credentials. Okay. This is a secret text. Okay. Important data. Okay. This is not username or this is not password. This is a token. So here we are going to select as secret text. Okay. Give the name here. I will give Sonar. Okay. Give the secret text here. Give the copy this, paste it here. ID, I will give it as Sonar token. Okay. Description also, I'll copy and paste it here. Click on create. Now we have successfully added this Sonar token. Now nobody can see it, but Jenkins can use this token, but nobody can see this token. Okay. In the previous page here, this was not coming, right? We need to refresh it once again. Refresh it. Come down. Yeah. Click on add Sonarqube once again. Give the details. You have to give it once again here. Okay. Sonar scanner URL. I'll take it from notepad. I'll give it here. Token. Now see the token which we added, right? Now that is reflecting here. Select that. Okay. Click on apply, save. We have successfully added the token. Okay. Now, now it's time to generate the Sonar command. Okay. We need to give the Sonar command. For doing this, observe here, this is very important. In this pipeline script, right? Here we'll be having something called pipeline syntax. Okay, click on this pipeline syntax. One page will open. Okay, one page will open here. This is called as snippet generator. Jenkins has this inbuilt option called as snippet generator. Using this option, we can generate the code. For some important stages, we can generate the code from here. Click on this sample step. And if you come down slowly, okay, if you come down slowly, there will be some option called, see here, with Sonarqube environment. Okay, this option, you will get it only if you install Sonarqube scanner. Okay, if you install Sonarqube scanner, and if you have added the Sonarqube in the system, configure system, we'll get this option. Click on this button, select the token which we added. Okay, and select the token. You can ignore this. Click on generate. Okay, see the script has been generated. Take this script. We are going to use this script in our pipeline. Okay, I'm going to add here, remove this. We are going to add the script option, script block we are going to add. And here, whatever the pipeline has given, Jenkins has given, right? Copy this content, paste it here. Okay. This is not required. This is the block. Done. Observe here. This is the Sonarqube stage. We are telling Jenkins to connect it to Sonarqube. Okay, we are telling Jenkins to connect it to Sonarqube. And this is not required actually. This we need to change it slightly. Change this slightly. And here we need to give the Sonar name. With what name we have added Sonar? Let me show it to you. Where is this? What name we have used here? We have used Sonar scanner, right? Copy this name. Go to the script and paste it here. Okay. Jenkins will automatically connect it to this Sonar because we have already added here in the configure system. It will connect it to this URL. It will use this token to authenticate. Okay. All right, here, the next one is we need to add the command. Jenkins connects to Sonar server, fine. After that, what it has to do? It has to run one command. The command is, what is the command? The command is very simple, mvn sonar sonar. Okay. Maven will compile the code, and after that, Maven will run the Sonar commands in order to start the code analysis. Okay. That is what it is going to do. This is the stage for the code analysis. Let's try to check this code first. Until now, what if there are any issues, we can troubleshoot it. Okay. Remove the existing code, add the new code, apply it, try to check for any errors, build the job. Build it. Let's wait and see.
Hello, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, in VS Code, which language you use to write the code?
We are using which language?
Yes, sir.
Okay, see here, observe in the box, Groovy. Okay. All this pipeline, declarative pipeline script we have discussed in the Jenkins class. I hope you remember. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So the same language I'm using once again for creating this project. Okay. Now let's see whether Jenkins is able to connect it to Sonarqube and it is able to perform the code quality analysis or not. Let's wait and see. Did we get any error? No, right? We did not get any error, which means Jenkins successfully connected to Sonarqube and it has performed code quality analysis. Okay, refresh the page. Refresh the page. Okay, now what it is saying, observe here. Observe here. In progress, Sonarqube is performing the code quality analysis. From Jenkins side, the code has been uploaded and it has started the scan. Okay, let's go to Sonarqube portal. Click on Sonarqube. See here our project. Did I upload any project in Sonarqube? No, right? Jenkins uploaded it. The code is passed. There are no bugs in the code. There are no vulnerabilities. Okay. There are 4 code smells, which means some issue is there. What we have to do as a DevOps engineer, there is nothing to do here. Okay. We can provide this report to the development team. Development team can fix the issues if there are any major issues. Okay. As of now, there are no major issues. You can see here 0 bugs, 0 vulnerabilities. Okay. This is fine, not a problem. We can ignore this. This is the major thing. Okay. Overall code is passed. Okay. If you want to verify, if you want to check the code, you can check the code here also. You see the code has been uploaded here by the Jenkins. Okay. If you click on security hotspots in our Java code, this is the line where some security issue is there. Okay. As a DevOps engineer, we don't have to do any changes here. The development team will look into it. Okay. Okay. Or if you have some developer access, if you are a DevOps developer, you can do the changes by taking some approval from your manager. So overall, what I'm trying to say is Jenkins connected to the Sonarqube. It has uploaded the code. The Sonar scan has been performed and our code is passed. There is no bugs or vulnerabilities. You can check the same thing in console output also. Go to Jenkins, go to console output, slowly come down where the Sonar scan is starting. We can see here from here, the Sonar scan has started. You can see here, not this one. Wait 1 second. Yeah. From here, the Sonar stage has started. You can see here injecting Sonarqube environment. Maven command, Maven has started the Sonar scan. Okay. All the required plugins, all the required add-ons, required jar files has been downloaded. Scanning has been started. Okay. Let's wait. Slowly come down. You can see here. Yeah. Read this line. Try to read this line. Analysis successful. So our code analysis has been successful. This is a URL for our Sonarqube. If you click on this, what it will directly take you to the Sonar report. Okay, Sonar, see here, Sonar report has been generated. This report, this we have to share it with the development team. They will, if they want to check the Sonar report, they can go on to this portal. Okay. All right, this stage is completed. Okay. Any questions so far? All right, now it's time to upload the artifact to our artifact repository. Okay. Let's take a 5 minutes break. Let's come back. I will have some water. Okay. Let's connect at 11:30 sharp. Okay, now it's time to set up our artifactory. We have compiled the code. Artifact has been generated. Code quality analysis is completed. Now we are going to push the package to AWS S3 bucket. Okay. See, you don't have to use compulsory. You don't have to use S3 only. You can use JFrog. You can use Nexus. Like this, you can use any other drives also. Okay, artifact repositories. So in this case, in this example, I'm trying to choose AWS S3. But if you want, you can choose Nexus or JFrog. Okay. For this, first of all, we are going to create one role, IAM role. We are going to attach that role to the Jenkins server so that Jenkins can connect it to AWS S3. Okay. So first open your IAM. Let me open IAM. Okay, IAM service has been opened. We need to create one role. Okay, already we discussed these concepts. Okay, click on roles, click on create role. Come down, select EC2. Click on next. You can give S3 full access. Okay, give S3 full access so that we can upload and we can delete from Jenkins. Click on next. Okay, give one role name. I'll give CICD project. Okay, you can give any name. I'll give this one. Click on create role. A role is getting created now. Okay, done. Role has been created. Fine. Now what we'll do, we will go back to EC2 page, select the Jenkins server and go to actions, security, modify IAM role. Here in this one, we'll see the role which you have created. Select this role, click on update. Okay. Now our Jenkins server is having the S3 full access. Okay. From the Jenkins server, we can directly upload and download the S3 objects. Okay. Now what we are going to do is we will try to upload one object to the S3 bucket. Okay. First of all, let me create one bucket. Okay. Click on create bucket. Give any name. I'll give CICD project by GTT Ravi. Okay. Come down. You should uncheck this. select this option, click on create. This name is not available, so CICD project. Click on create. Bucket has been created. Yes, it is created, right? It is created in Singapore region. Now let's select this one. Okay, let's select this one. In this particular bucket, I'm going to upload my artifact. Artifact means what? WAR file. What are the WAR file we generated, right? That WAR file I'm going to upload in this S3 bucket. Okay. So go to the pipeline. Now I'm going to run one command. Okay. Let me take this stage. Here, first change the name of the stage. I will change it as upload to S3 artifactory. We need to run AWS CLI command to upload the artifact. Okay, AWS S3 copy. Mention the location where the WAR file is there. Where the WAR file is there? The WAR file is present under okay. In this location, in this location, the WAR file will be present. Okay. So we are going to choose this path and we are going to take the WAR file. Okay. Give me 1 second. Let me verify one thing. This is a WAR file, guys. Okay, this is a WAR file where, this is a WAR file we generated using Jenkins script. Okay, so take pwd, take this path, copy in the script. Okay, slash, what is the file name? The file name is this one. Okay, this file we are trying to upload to the S3 bucket. Okay, so what we need to give? We need to give the S3 bucket name here. Okay, go to S3 bucket and click on this one. Usually we should have this option, copy S3 URI. Okay, this is not coming. I will type it manually. S3 : / the bucket name. This is the bucket name. Paste the bucket name here. Under this bucket, I will create one subdirectory, snapshot artifacts / the WAR file which you want to upload. I will upload this file with today's date. Okay, 16 July .war. You can give any name. It's up to you which name you want to give. You can give it. With that name only, the WAR file will be uploaded. Okay, that's it. This is a command which we are going to use in the Jenkins server to upload the artifact to the S3 bucket. Let's try to run this and check out. Copy the code here, apply it, run the job once again. Once again, we are going to perform all the stages, pulling the code, performing unit testing, packaging, code analysis, then upload to artifact. Okay, we got some error here. Let's try to troubleshoot this error. Go to console output. Let's see the error first. What it is saying. AWS not found, which means in our Jenkins server, AWS is not present. Let's verify that. AWS -- version. Do we have AWS? No. We have to install AWS CLI. Copy this command and install it. Now AWS CLI is getting installed. Whatever the error we got, based on the error, we have to investigate and we have to fix the issues. Okay. AWS CLI has been installed. Let's verify that. AWS -- version. Okay, now you can see here AWS CLI is installed now. Whatever the issue we got, that will be fixed. That is fixed now. If I run the job once again, our package will be uploaded. Let's try to run it once again. Okay, now we have fixed the issue. Jenkins has successfully uploaded the artifact to the S3 bucket. Shall we check it? Go to S3 page. Do we have the object here? Do you have the artifact? No, right? Refresh it once again. See, we have created the folder. You can see here, we have created the folder. Under the folder, with this name, the package has been uploaded. Okay, go to this folder. You can see the var file. Okay, you can see the var file. You can see here the date and time also when it was uploaded. This is the package var file. Got it right? This is how you can upload into the S3 using Jenkins. Got it? If you run the job again and again, if you run this job again and again, the old file will be replaced with the new var file. Okay. All right. Now we are going to set up the last stage. I mean, the second last stage, that is deploying the artifact into the Tomcat server. Let's connect it to Tomcat machine and set up Tomcat first. Go to root account. Okay, in this machine, Tomcat is a web application. Okay, so it requires Java. Which Java is required for Tomcat? 1.8. Okay, so go to the document. What are the steps I have given? Just follow those steps. Okay, yum install Java hyphen 1.8 point star, or else you can give just star here. 1.8 version Java is going to be installed now. Let's verify that. Java has been installed. Let's verify that. You can see here Java 1.8 version, which is required for Tomcat. We have installed it. Go to this directory. We are going to create one Tomcat workspace. Okay. And we are also creating one user account for Tomcat. Okay. Tomcat also requires one service account. Root account is not preferred. So create one user account for Tomcat application. Okay. Now I have set up the password also for the Tomcat. Okay. Now we are going to download the Tomcat package. Let's download it. Apache Tomcat download. Go to the official website. And we are going to download this file now. Let me download this one. Okay. Copy link. Paste it here. Package downloaded. Let's verify that. Yes, package has been downloaded. Move this package into this directory. That is our workspace. Okay. All right. Go to that directory. We have the package. Extract this star file using this star command. Package has been extracted. We got the output. Rename this directory into a simple name. I'll keep it as Tomcat. Go to this directory, Tomcat directory. We'll be having one directory called bin. Okay. Before doing any changes, remember one thing. This Tomcat should be owned by which account? The account which we created. So ch own the directory also. Okay. Give -r for recursive action so that all the subdirectories also will be changed. Okay, now we have successfully changed the ownership. Go to the Tomcat folder. There will be one bin folder. Okay, here the file will be there. See here, this is a Tomcat startup file. Okay, in this directory, see this script. This is the Tomcat startup script. Start this one, sh startup.sh. Now what it is saying, try to read this line. Tomcat has been started. Go to the website, go to the browser, take the public IP followed by 8080. Tomcat default port is also 8080. Jenkins and Tomcat both are running on 8080, but on different server. You can see here Tomcat has been launched. Now remember one thing. In the Tomcat, apart from bin folder, there is one folder called web apps. In this web apps folder, we need to keep our var file. Okay, we need to keep our webapp.var. If you place the var file into this directory, that's it. Our application is deployed successfully. Okay, so we are going to write this Jenkins script in such a way that the var file from the Jenkins is copied into this directory. Okay, for doing this, we need to install one plugin. Okay, this is a final plugin which we are going to install. So go to Jenkins, manage Jenkins, plugins, available plugins, SSH agent. Okay, this is the plugin name. Select this one, install it. Plugin will be installed now. Plugin has been installed. Let's wait and see. Yeah, it is installed now. Now, yeah, go to manage Jenkins. After installing the plugin, go to manage Jenkins, go to credentials, click on global, click on add credentials. We are going to use SSH username and private key. Jenkins is going to connect it to Tomcat using SSH username and private key. Select this option. I'll give Tomcat. Okay. Give this one username. Using which user account Jenkins will connect it to Tomcat? What is the default user account of Tomcat server? EC2-user. Am I right? So same thing I'm going to give it here. Okay. Yeah, give that EC2-user. Okay. Now we need to give the private key. Okay, we need to give the private key. So go to the location where the PEM file is there of Tomcat server. Okay. Go to the location where the PEM file is there. Here you can see this is the PEM file of my Tomcat server. Open this file using cat command. Okay. The private key will open. Copy this key until here. Do not copy any extra character. Just copy the key and go to the Jenkins, click on add and paste it here. Okay. Copying the correct content is very important. All right. Verify all the things. Click on create. We have successfully added the Tomcat server username and private key. All right. Now go to Jenkins pipeline syntax once again. Here, come down. There will be some option called this one, SSH agent. Click on this SSH agent. This is the account, right? We added just now. Select this account. Click on generate. Okay, we have successfully generated the code. Copy this code. We are going to use this code in our pipeline syntax. Okay, so let me add stage here for the deployment part. Deploy to Tomcat QA server. I'm giving this name. Okay, go to the pipeline syntax, take this one and add it here. Okay, we need to add that information here. Done. Remove this content. We are going to add some other information. Okay, one shell command, we are going to add it. What is that command? sh. In the inverted commas, give the command. Okay, the command is scp command, secure copy. We are copying the var file from our Jenkins server to the Tomcat server. Okay, so -o strict host key checking no, which means we are asking Jenkins to not to check the host key very strictly. Okay, give the location where the var file is present. Okay, where the var file is present, the var file is present under this location. You can see here. One moment. Yeah, this is the location where var file is present. So take this path, copy this path, paste it in the code. Yeah, okay, paste it. We are telling Jenkins connect to the Tomcat server using the EC2-user and the private key which we added. Then use the scp command to copy this file. What is the file name? Mention the file name also clearly. Okay, mention the file name. Okay, where it has to copy? It has to copy into the Tomcat server. In the Tomcat server, it has to copy in this directory. Okay, in this directory it has to copy. So give the complete path properly. Done. In this location, the var file will be copied. Done. Okay. Observe here. Jenkins, we are telling Jenkins to use the user account and private key to connect to the Tomcat server. Here we need to provide the Tomcat server IP address. Either you can give public IP or you can give private IP. Okay. So I will take the public IP of Tomcat and I will paste it in the script. Okay, in this location, I'll paste the script. I have pasted the IP address in this script. It is done. Okay, we have successfully added the deployment stage as well. Okay, one last thing is go to Tomcat server, ensure that this web apps folder is accessible by EC2-user account, because we are trying to copy using EC2-user account. If you don't give the permissions here, If you don't give the permissions to web apps folder, we'll get error. Okay, so chmod 777, okay, 777, the directory. You can see here now EC2-user account is also having access. Done. Let's copy the script or run it here. Let's try to build the job. Okay, let's see our var file is getting copied or not successfully. Meanwhile, one last step. Every time when we are running the Jenkins job, the old files are the old script, old code, old var file is already present in the Jenkins server. So every time when we are building the job, I want Jenkins to delete the old code, delete the old artifact, and then download the code freshly from the GitHub and compile the code properly in a new format. Okay, in a new file, I want to compile it. So I'm going to add one more stage, that is clean workspace. In this pipeline syntax, you will find something called this one. Okay, so I'm going to select this one and click on generate. This will come up. Okay, go to your code, go to starting, add one stage here. Okay, this is not compulsory, but it's a good practice to add clean workspace stage so that the old code will be deleted and the new compilation will start. Okay, this is a good practice. Remove this content which we don't want and add the syntax, this one. Copy this and paste it here. That's it. Okay, this is our new code and the final code. All right, let's try to add this code once again. Apply it, select, and just verify if there is any errors or not, and run the job one final time. This is our last final time we are trying to build the job. Build it. So Jenkins will clean the workspace. It means it will delete the old code. It will compile. It will then download the new code from the GitHub. Then it will continue with the rest of the stages. Okay, let's wait and see. Okay, done. We have declared the variables Java and Maven. We have deleted the old files, old source code and all. We have downloaded the new code, performed the unit testing using Maven, compiled and built the package, performed Sonarqube analysis, uploaded the package to S3 artifactory, and finally deployed our artifact to the Tomcat server. Okay, go to the Tomcat. What is a package name? Let's verify package is copied or not into our Tomcat. Go to web apps folder. See here, the file has been deployed. Who copied it? EC2-user copied. Jenkins used this account to copy the var file. Okay. This is from this var file only, this folder has been created. Give this one in the Tomcat URL. Okay. Give /webapp. Okay. /webapp. If I hit enter now, our website will come up. Okay. Hit enter. Done. Our website has come up. Remember one thing, this website is hosted on our Tomcat server. Okay, clear, right? This is how we set up a CI/CD pipeline. Now observe here, try to read this line. Try to read this line. I'm going to change the code. I'm going to change the code. Go to GitHub, go to that location where that index.html file is there. This is that index.html file. And I'm going to edit this line. Okay. Okay, I have changed this line. Okay, changed this line and I have added this word. Come down. Commit the code. Okay, just commit the code. Here, commit changes. Committed the changes. Now build the job one last time. The new changes will reflect here. Okay, the new changes will reflect here in next few moments. You have to refresh the page once the pipeline is built. Okay. So this completes our CI/CD project. Anyone wants to ask any question? So what are the tools and technologies and services which we have used? We started with our AWS EC2. We have launched instances. We have used Linux commands, Linux fundamentals. Okay. We have used IAM for creating the role and adding the policy. We have used S3 for Artifactory, Jenkins, Maven commands, Sonarqube, Apache Tomcat, right? All these things we have used. Okay. And apart from this, we have used AWS CLI command for uploading the package. So if you want to set up a pipeline, CI/CD pipeline like this, you have to know all these things. Okay. So I hope you got a point why we waited this long, because we have to complete all these services and technologies in order to set up this pipeline. This is not completed. If you want, you can set up Prometheus and Grafana to monitor the website also. Okay. You can set up email notifications. All right. Like this, you can keep on adding different stages. Let me refresh the page now. You should see GTT before Ravi. Got it? This is a commit which I done in the GitHub, and you can see the latest changes. So whatever the changes you do, you can see those changes in real time. If you enable poll SCM, Jenkins will automatically download the code and it will build it. You can see here. I have done one commit, right? Jenkins is telling that there is a new change in the source code. All right. So always remember, this is not the only way we have to set up the CI/CD pipeline. Okay. When you go to any project, any company, the project might change. They might use different tools. Okay. They might use, instead of Sonarqube, they might use Veracode. They might use check marks. Instead of S3, they might use JFrog or Nexus. Instead of Tomcat, they might use some other application server. So you have to go to the official website. You have to take those steps. You have to follow them, and you have to integrate with Jenkins. For this, you can use internet. Okay, you can read some articles, blogs. Okay, you can use any AI website for taking some notes like ChatGPT, Google Bard. Okay, and you can watch some YouTube videos. In some YouTube tutorials, the steps will be there. So you have to follow all these methods in order to set up the CI/CD pipeline. Okay, this code I have not learned in one day. I have practiced a lot, and after that I was able to set up all these things. Okay, this might look very simple, but understanding how this code works is very important. All right, I will upload the document with the complete updated steps. Once the video is uploaded, please watch it, set up your lab, try to complete this project, and let me know if you're facing any questions, okay, or any doubts or any issues.